Hey guys, what's going on? Um, so I'm gonna make a quick video. I finally finished typing up the contract. I um, took it from paper and finally got it typed up. So I thought I'd just make a quick video and um, just kind of go over this a little bit and kind of explain a little more about this um, and what it is. So basically, uh, I wrote this for purposes. I guess I could go ahead and read this. Um, so this contract was written and constructed for the purpose of being a tool that can potentially help a trader to the next level in their trading. If used correctly, this tool will tell you where you stand as far as being able to consistently be profitable in the stock market. This will be broke up into several sections that I felt were necessary to outline while carrying out the purposes of this contract. These sections contain the rules and obligations that you will need to follow at all times. The last section will include your 3-month plan and contains the metrics that you will need to meet each week until the 3 months are over. If you do not meet the criteria for that week, you should redo that week until you're successful in meeting the goals outlined. If you are not meeting one or two of the criteria, such as the PL ratio, that is okay and you can still move to the next week unless you didn't meet your profit target for that week. Everything else should be followed to the best of your ability. Nothing should be neglected, and you should be doing your due diligence and putting forth your best effort in order to achieve the most accurate results as possible. Once taken on, you are bound to this contract in full until you are graduated or choose to opt out. So with this in mind, let's get into the dirty business. Okay, so and yeah, basically that tells you what the the purpose of this is. So I mean, basically you're going to be paper trading, and you're not going to be losing any money. So you're not going to be hurting anything by doing this. And ultimately, if you can graduate this contract, then you're going to be a profitable trader. You're going to be able to make money day in and day out consistently. So, I mean, basically this is just a tool, and I feel like it's a very helpful tool. And I feel like that this could, potentially help anybody that wants to start trading and doesn't really know, how to start or like how to go about their trading and, things like that. So, um, I'm not gonna be able to read this whole thing. It'd be a really long video, very boring. So, I'll probably just leave a link in the description for if anybody wants to check this out and, read it a little more. So, um, guess I'll kind of get into some sections that are in this. Um, this really just, it outlines everything that you need to be doing, everything, all the rules that you need to follow. It'll all be in here. So the first section is risk management. This is probably the most important, other than tracking your data. Risk management is really where a trader becomes profitable or not. Just like a good trader named Ross Cameron says, a stock trader isn't a gambler, we're managers of risk. So, if you can properly manage your risk while trading, then you're putting the odds in your favor. Section 2 is about daily routines. This has a daily routine that I'm following every day. Keeping a routine is pretty important, if you're wanting to get consistent results. Section 3 is on setups and strategies. This really differs from person to person. Not everybody is gonna like a strategy or a chart pattern that somebody else likes, and this is really where you start to figure out your niche as a trader, and figuring out which strategies you're best at is really gonna help minimize risk and maximize profits. Not all strategies are in this. There's a lot more, but there's definitely some good ones in here. Section 4 is tracking data. This is probably the most important part. Like, this contract would be useless without this. This is where you really start seeing where you stand as a trader, and really, getting data to prove if you're profitable or not. This is really important, and I give all the stuff that you need to be tracking on every trade. Section 5, this is not complete. I have a whole lot of rules that I still need to add in here, and this will be different for every person. They have their own rules that they need to follow, but some of these that I need to put in here are really important. Section 6 is on physical and psychological. It's really important to take care of yourself and make sure you're healthy, and sleeping and eating good. Exercising doesn't hurt anything. That would really help with a lot of other things too, other than just trading. Psychological, this is probably the hardest part about trading is just the mental aspect. And this is one that it's kind of your own journey to figure out, but there's a lot of helpful things and tools out there to really help with this. Section 7 is on all about watch lists. So I put down everything that I look for when making my watch list. Watch lists are really important, and every trader has a watch list, and you should be making your own watch list and not copying other people's. But getting good information never hurts. Section 8 is on mandatory studies and checklists. So I recommend some studies that you should be doing during this period. You should always be trying to learn and better yourself. You should learn something new every day. And this checklist is one that you should use before getting in any trade. You should be checking these things. And then it just goes into a 3-month plan. So for each week, it gives metrics that you need to be making. It starts out really easy. You just start with 500 shares, taking 5 to 10 trades a week. You want to win on 50% or more of your trades. You want a 2-to-1 profit loss ratio. Your daily profit target is 50 a day, and your weekly profit target is $150. And you'll use a 5-cent hard stop on all trades. And you just kind of trade and make sure that you're making these metrics each week, and each time you do, you get to move on to the next week. And each week kind of ups the intensity a little bit. Your profit targets get bigger, share size gets bigger, you start taking more trades, and it has one for every week for the whole 3 months. So each time you just keep moving up, and at the last week you're taking 5 to 20 trades a week. You're trading with 3,000 shares. You're still going. You should always go for a 2-to-1 profit loss ratio, and you should always want to win on 50% or more of your trades. And then your daily profit target is $600, and you're going for $1,800 a week. So, like I said, the intensity definitely keeps ramping up, and this is, what you finally get to. And, if you've made the metrics every week and you make it for this week, I mean you've completed the contract. And really, um, you probably have data to prove that you're going to be a profitable trader. And once you graduate from this, you can really um, justify yourself to trade with real money. And ideally, really, you should. I mean, you could use this plan again, but just with real money. Just because you start trading with real money, you should still be following this stuff. Um, so yeah, so I mean, this is what it is, and um, I've it's gonna be a really helpful tool. I'm moving on to week 3 this week, and I'll probably do a recap video of this past week, and I'm just trying to keep moving along, and uh, until I finally either finish this or chicken out. So yeah, I mean, I'll leave a link in the description for some more for anybody that wants to check this out, and anybody that has questions about this, or would want to get on a program like this, I can definitely help with that, and show them what they need to do. Um, so yeah, I think this is gonna wrap it up. So I'll see you guys later.